Hello engineers, welcome back to Engineering Design Simplified. In this video series, I will be solving tough engineering mechanics problems. If you want to watch more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and press that bell button so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. Today's problem is a ball of weight W is suspended from a string of length L and is pulled by a horizontal force Q. The weight is displaced by a distance D from the vertical position as shown in figure. Find the angle alpha, force Q required and the tension S in the string in the displaced position if the ball is in equilibrium. In today's problem, given is a ball of weight W is suspended by a string of length L initially in this position, then a force Q is applied and the force displaces the ball to this new position. So in this position, Q is acting horizontal and W is acting vertical. So the string is turned to this angle between horizontal and this string is alpha. So in this position, this distance is D and this distance is X. So in this position, if the ball is in equilibrium, we need to find what is the force Q and the tension in this string and angle alpha. Let us see in the coming slides how to solve this problem. First, let us see forces and reactions. Weight W is acting downwards vertically and applied force Q is acting horizontally towards this direction, and tension in the string is acting towards this direction, and angle between T and horizontal is alpha. Now let us see the geometry. So here we form a right angle triangle. This side is X, this side is D and this side is L. The angle is alpha. So from this right angle triangle we can write X equal to square root of L square minus D square, and cos alpha equal to D by L and sin alpha equal to X by L. Since X equal to square root of L square minus D square, let us substitute that in place of X here. So we get sin alpha equal to square root of L square minus D square by L. Now let us transfer all these forces and reactions to XY plane here. So on this XY plane we have W acting downwards vertically, Q is acting horizontally towards this direction, and T is acting towards this direction. Angle between T and horizontal is alpha, angle between Q and W is 90 degrees. So angle between T and Q will be 180 minus alpha. Similarly, angle between T and W will become 90 plus alpha. Let us apply Lami's theorem now. Lami's theorem is W by sin 180 minus alpha equal to T by sin 90 equal to Q by sin 90 plus alpha. That is written here. So from this first and last terms we can write Q equal to W sin 90 plus alpha by sin 180 minus alpha. So sin 90 plus alpha can be written as cos alpha and sin 180 minus alpha can be written as sin alpha. So Q equal to W cos alpha by sin alpha. Similarly, from first and second terms we can write T equal to W sin 90 by sin 180 minus alpha. Since sin 90 equal to 1, so we can write sin 180 minus alpha can be written as sin alpha. So we can write T equal to W by sin alpha. Now let us substitute cos alpha and sin alpha values. First here in Q we get Q equal to W into D by L by square root of L square minus D square by L. So D by L is for cos alpha and square root of L square minus D square by L is for sin alpha. So we get Q equal to W into D by square root of L square minus D square. Similarly for T equal to W by sin alpha. So for sin alpha we substitute square root of L square minus D square by L. So that will become W into L by square root of L square minus D square. That's all for today's video. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.